Well, good morning, kids. Pastor Al here. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with me. Hey, you may look behind me and say, wait a minute, I'm missing my favorite corgi riding a shark. And things look different. They absolutely do, because at church we are completely renovating our whole offices. I had to move out of my office and have moved into the office in our education wing. And things are quite a mess in here, and maybe for a while. So things are going to look a little different. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get the corgi back up behind me because of where I have to have my camera. But hey, it is what it is. Now, on what I want to talk about with you today. I know some of your parents don't let you watch the news, and that's not always a bad thing, believe me. You may have heard that down in California, right near where I used to live, there's some terrible, terrible fires up in the hills where a lot of homes burned down. And it was really a very sad thing. In the midst of all of those fires, thousands and thousands of people went down there to help fight the fires, try to save houses, and stop them as best they could, including one of our own church members. An elder in our church is down there. He's a firefighter and he's helping out, and that's very cool. And I have watched countless videos of what's going on down there because, I knew the areas and I knew people who lived there. Of course, the ones that catch my eye a little bit more than other people might be the ones that involve dogs. And so I'm going to show you two today, not very long. The first one actually was posted as if it happened just a couple days ago, but it was actually 2 years ago, up in a fire in California in the Sierra foothills. And there were a bunch of firefighters out there fighting a nasty fire. And all of a sudden they came across a couple of individuals who needed a little bit of help. Frankly, one of them who was not all that interested in being helped. Let me show you. Yeah, they come across these two dogs who are out there, and they're scared and they're frightened. And one of them doesn't even know what he wants to do. He's afraid to get picked up and carried away. And another firefighter comes in to help. They stop what they're doing, maybe even risk their own safety to help these dogs. And yes, apparently both of these dogs were reunited with their owners. Let me show you another one that happened just a few days ago. And this one's pretty amazing. Up in the middle of this fire, you see a firefighter here with a hose trying to put out a fire or contain a fire that's just blazing in a house. And someone who's very scared comes up to him.
Let's go talk to him.
I can't imagine being out there fighting a fire, hose in one hand, and petting a dog with another. But I'll bet if it could be done, I'd be doing it too. And it was just cool to see these people who had really more important things to do find a scared, vulnerable creature that needed a little help and a little bit of comfort. And yes, in this case too, the dog was saved and was returned to their owners. And so it's wonderful that these people were able to take the time and do the right thing. Not only were they doing good to start, but they even did more good by helping these poor, helpless, scared creatures. There's a verse in the Bible, in the book of Galatians, and the Bible is where we learn a lot about how we should be, that says you should not weary or you should not grow tired of doing good. And I will say that's one of the cool things that's happened down in California is, yes, so many people lost so much, but literally thousands and thousands of people are being very generous, are going out of their way to help them, are getting them food, getting them clothing, helping with housing, contributing to even to animal shelters, which needed all sorts of help to house all the animals from the houses that burned down. They're doing amazing things. Now, I will say that being a follower of Jesus Christ is more than just being kind or more than just doing good, but it's not less. You can't say you follow Jesus and not want to do good to the people, even to the critters around you. And so think about that. There may be a time in your life when you need to stop what you're doing, even if it's important, so that you can help someone or some other critter who might need your help. And I know that when when you hear a children's sermon like this, you think like, all right, Al's talking about, people who are far away, people who are a lot older than me. That'll probably never happen in my life. Look at this picture. One of our church members took this just a couple days ago. He was driving down the road, saw something laying in the road, saw several cars drive by, but he stopped. And he helped this poor kitty get this can off her head. Probably would have died if he hadn't stopped to help. So don't assume that all of the people that do these things are a lot older or a lot further away. That could have been you driving down the road in a car with your parents and told them, hey, stop, we got to help. Be that kind of person who stops and helps, because that brings glory and honor to God. Friends, thanks for spending a little time with me. We'll see you next week. Bye.